What's going on, man?
Not, can I stand up? It's kind of uncomfortable.
He planned the events of this day. This did not happen on a whim.
What are you doing, man?
Hey, pretty coffee and all that.
Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you.
So this is where the cops were parked earlier. Oh, yeah, the fire department. Wow, they were literally that close. Yeah, this must have been the fire department that, Listen, the reason why I wanted to watch this courtroom video hearing was because I just wanted to see his demeanor, to see if he looked like he felt, I don't know, emotional, remorseful. I don't know, just curiosity, I guess. But he's fairly, in my opinion, young. I think early 30s. Oh, right here, 32 years old. And do you think he did it out of spite for his wife? You know how you hear some stories where the wife is going to leave the husband. Maybe the husband decides to go batshit crazy and was like, you know what? I'm just going to, I mean, not just husband too. Wives be doing this too. Because we heard about, there's this other case that I heard about this woman who threw her children over a bridge. One of them survived, but it was because that her husband was about to leave her and she wanted to just get back at him. So.
Bond, Your Honor, he is 32 years old. He lives in Richmond, married, is employed. He indicates that his relatives, Gloria Dorman, Todd Frost, and Keith Dorman, may act as co-signers for him. At this time, Your Honor, we would submit to the court that a bond of $75,000 with order conditions would be appropriate.
Wait, so his defense team is asking for a bond of $75,000? Listen, you see the title right there. He gets 20 million. 20 million. I think this is the highest that's ever been set ever in this state, maybe county, but I think it was in the state.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tacalvi.
Judge Mark Tacalvi, Claremont County Prosecutor on behalf of the state.
Yeah, prosecutor's gonna be like, hell no, 75,000 bail. Yeah, right. Do you know what he did?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Judge, we've got law enforcement with us here today. Our office has been involved. Lots of people in our office have been involved with law enforcement throughout yesterday, afternoon, and evening, all the way through this morning. The trauma that this man has inflicted on his family, the community, law enforcement, first responders, and all of the rest of us who have any idea what's going on here is unspeakable. There's been a full admission in this case, Judge. The case is still new. We're still discovering facts. But the evil horror of what we know is impossible to process.
So this is the state right now who's speaking. And I think what the state is going to mention, I think by this time he had already killed 2 of his younger sons. I think the mom, at least, you know, in desperation, really tried to protect the last one. And I think the last one was able to run, but he chased after him, brought him back, and shot him. I think it's said in here. I don't know, maybe unless I heard wrong, but I was listening to this on my iPad.
In an act of just incomprehensible cruelty, the father that stands before you lined up his 3 young boys, and he executed them in his own home with a rifle. They were
I think it says, I think he said rifle.
ages 3, 4, and 7, Judge. In an act of desperation to save her children, the mother at some point grabbed the gun that father was wielding to attempt to protect them. We know that one of the boys was able to flee.
Yeah, see, oh my God. I don't know. It's just so sad. I really do wonder if he did it because he was fighting with the mother. And at that point, he cared more about hurting her than caring about his own fucking kids, which is, I don't know.
Into a field near the home. And again, we know from his admission, father hunted that boy down, drug him back to the property,
Drove him back.
and executed him in front of witnesses. The mother was shot through the hand in her attempt to protect her children. This was the man that every day they woke up looking to for protection, love, guidance in all things. Man, they trust more than any other person on earth. The person they rely upon to keep them safe from harm. He was their world, he was their guardian, and he executed them in cold blood. We know that from his admission.
Yeah, so he's admitted
By
that.
that same admission, Judge, he has committed one of the most monstrous, craven, cowardly acts that will ever be our misfortune to see. To make things even more disturbing, Judge, this was no haphazard act. Again, by his own admission, he planned the events of this day. This did not happen on a whim.
Yeah, see, when I first heard about this, I was like, maybe he was arguing with the mom. She's about to leave him. He was trying to do like an all or nothing type of thing, or maybe like one of those like suicide things where it's like, okay, well, I'm just gonna kill everyone and then I'll kill myself at the end. And I thought maybe it happened on a whim. Maybe he didn't actually plan it, but the gun was right there, and he was like, I'm just gonna do it real quick right now. But I mean, if he fucking planned it and all that stuff, like that's like a whole different level. Ugh. Why are you crying? You did this.
He's confessed to what I believe is the worst crime, at least I hope, that I'll see in my lifetime.
Yeah, I don't know what the cameraman is doing.
It's the worst fact pattern that ever comes.
Can we zoom out a bit?
Judge, it's important for the court to know in the bond.
I mean, he could just be pretending too. We don't know, right? He could just be pretending. He might not even be remorseful at all. He might just be crying right here just so the judge doesn't give him a high-ass bond.
They were required to give CPR to gunshot children. 3, 4, and 7-year-old children. They held these boys in their arms, knowing there was nothing they could do to save them. How long do those scars last? What day do you wake up from that and you're healed? How do you unsee such an abomination? The weight of the evidence against the defendant at this point, Judge, we stand here with a full admission of the defendant. That also goes to the confirmation of the defendant's identity, and witnesses on scene did see at least part of what happened. Again, this is the most heinous crime with the most severe penalty under the law that we presented to the grand jury.
How do you even defend someone like this? I can't imagine being a defense attorney. Yeah, the defense attorney's probably like, fuck. Oh, Muggs said teenage stepdaughter ran to fire department. Oh. Have we heard of why he did this yet? Any reason?
Thank you. Date for preliminary hearing.
The date for the preliminary hearing, Judge, is 6/26.
At this point in time, bond's going to be set in the amount of $20 million cash or surety. Anything else at this time, Mr. Gast?
No, Judge.
Mr. Cal?
What did he say?
Gast?
No, Judge.
Mr. Cal? Mr. Cal, anything further?
Nothing at this
All
time.
right, thank you.
All rise.
Ugh. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing, but this parts of the body cam footage. It's I don't know if the word is right, but like interesting. Interesting to see his demeanor. I don't know. It's weird, I guess. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's weird to see his demeanor when the cops show up at the scene. So before the cops show up, he was probably huffing and puffing, thinking it was all big and mighty with a gun, shooting his kids, probably threatening his wife. But then when the cops show up, all of a sudden he's all docile. He's like just sitting there. And he cares about, there's a dog there too, and he cares about the dog. I don't know. It's just so weird. Oh, CCA2 solitary? Is that what it is? Was he asking was he requesting for CCA2? That way he doesn't get fucked up when he's in jail?
Walk towards us! Stand up with your hands up!
I don't think we see him.
Show us your fucking hands now! Stand up! Stand up!
He ain't even standing up. He's just sitting on his porch right there. And this is when they're coming towards him.
Stand up! Stand up now! Stand up! Stand up!
What is he doing? So I'm gonna fix the audio again because it's way too loud now. Is he pretending to be sad now? Like, oh my god, I'm so sad and upset. I'm just gonna sit at the porch.
Fuck up!
Yeah, and he's sitting there with a fucking gun right next to him too.
Get your hands out of here. Tell me we're 21. It's in the air.
There's guys can confirm that there's people that need first aid, and that's the shooter who's not complying. They need to take care of the
I got it.
victims. They have to shoot him and shoot him.
Man, I ain't trying to hurt nobody or nothing. I'm completely sober. Never did drugs a day in my life.
21. Get the EMS over here.
Well, I did drugs when I was little, but I don't do drugs now. I'm sober. I'm not trying to fight you.
63.
Get your butt inside. Yellen, get your butt inside.
We on primary?
Now.
29, we got.
I think that's him right there trying to get the dog to go inside. I feel like it's so weird to see how much he cares about the dog. Because I'm assuming he doesn't want the dogs to get hurt by the policemen, right? The dogs are barking, maybe acting aggressive. Maybe he's afraid the dogs are going to get shot by the policemen. But it's just kind of weird that like this is his mindset, his mental after what he just did.
Main.
Yellen.
63, we're 21. Have EMS respond over here. What are you doing, man?
Hey, are you copying all this?
Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you.
I don't know. It's mind-boggling. His demeanor is so mind-boggling to me.
I ain't gonna hurt nobody.
You got anything on you?
No, I ain't got nothing, man. Phone, that's it. I ain't mad. I ain't nothing. Just make sure that dog don't come out. I don't think he'll bite you. Just don't reach for him and try to grab him and pet him.
All right.
He won't bite you.
See, like this is him worrying about the dog right now.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Can I stand up? It's kind of uncomfortable.
I'm gonna get
I ain't
you
gonna
here
do
in a
nothing. I ain't
second.
running away. You can do whatever you want with me.
You the only one else inside the house?
What?
You the only one else inside the house?
Yeah.
Sit down right here.
My daughter, she ran over to the fire department.
Sit down.
It's my stepdaughter.
Put him in the cage.
Can you get the wallet out of my back pocket?
Shut up, dude.
Yeah, this guy cares about his comfort. He's like, oh, I'm comfortable. Can I stand up? And he probably knows he's about to sit down. He probably doesn't want to be sitting in his wallet in his butt. So he's probably like, oh, can you take the wallet out of my butt, please? It's going to be uncomfortable when I sit down.
You had the right to remain silent and fucking use it.
Like, what a fucking coward. Because he was probably acting all big and mighty and shit with his kids, with the wife and stuff like that. But the moment the cops showed up, he's like, oh, I'm not going to hurt anyone. Oh, God. And, the dog is not going to bite you. It's okay. The dog is fine. Like, I don't... Ugh.
Hold on.
The firehouse.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I just, his demeanor was just like chilling. I don't know. Ugh, it was just very chilling. Chad Dorman, I think, is it the same Chad? Yeah, same Chad Dorman. So we do have some history of stuff. 2009, I don't know what criminal damaging is. 2010, underage consumption. 2010, domestic violence. But I don't think that was like, was found guilty or anything. I think that was just like a pending thing. And then for this one right here, 2023, aggravated murder. 3 counts. He's 42. No, he's not 42. He's born in 1991. This guy's like 32. Yeah. He's still really young. His kids are really young. Yeah, we got it right here. First degree felony. 1, 2, 3. 3 charges. I think the only thing that I found was it this? Oh yeah, this is the one where they set his bond to $20 million. Man, his lawyer was like, yeah, do like 75,000. Nope. 20 million. So this is where the cops were parked earlier. Now this is the driveway. Just trying to take a look at it. I get really nosy. Trying to see like the layout and stuff like that. Can I go over here? Yeah, so this house has like a lot of land. You got like this whole yard over here. You got the driveway. That's the house right there. Oh, is that like the fire department over here? What the? Wait, what? Can you guys see this? Okay, well, there's a car over here just chilling. Flipped over on the side. Maybe, or maybe a church. Oh, yeah, let's, I'm not sure. I'll get closer. I don't know. It looks like a school. This looks like a school board right here. Oh, yeah, the fire department. Wow, they were literally that close. Yeah, this must have been the fire department that his stepdaughter ran over to. Yeah, I don't know. Seeing his demeanor in court, seeing his demeanor at his arrest, some spooky stuff.